What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got an update coming on the blow that Jack Smith took to his Trump case by the Supreme Court, where he was rushing to try to get a review on Trump's presidential immunity. The Supreme Court struck him down, of course. We all seen that coming, and sent him down to the appeals court, the proper place to handle that before sending it straight up to the Supreme Court. This blow that he just took may be a little bit more impactful than we originally expected. So excited to check out what's going on there on the update with Jack Smith. So we're going to jump straight into the clip and I'll get my thoughts on the back end, guys. So definitely make sure you guys stick around until the end so you guys can get my thoughts on the back end, guys. But let's get straight into it, guys. Before we do that, though, make sure you guys hit that like button, guys. It does not cost a thing. Hit that like button for your boy. And also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
We already know the Supreme Court has reversed Jack Smith, sent his case back down to the Court of Appeals. We have big news coming out of Michigan by Soros-funded Democrat hitting on Trump. Coming right up on Doug and Exile. It's been a while since I've reminded you guys to subscribe. GOP favored to take control of the Senate in 2024. This is the first I've heard this in the news that Republicans could get the Senate. Remember, this affects Kari Lake's chances in the Senate. And then meanwhile, everyone goes like, but Matt Gaetz is splitting the Republican Party and Mike Johnson is so divisive. No, what's actually true is Ilhan Omar, a split among Democrats, may threaten the squad and help Trump in 2024 because they're split on how much of them just adore and love Hamas and the other half that are for Israel.
A setback for government lawyers trying to fast-track the prosecution of former President Donald Trump for interfering in the 2020 election. The Supreme Court denying the request of special counsel Jack Smith to skip the appeals process and decide whether Trump is immune from federal prosecution for crimes committed while in office.
Here's a quick summary of the timeline of how Jack Smith went from Chutkan up to the Supreme Court, back down to the appeals court. Here's Trump's immunity claim down here at the lower D.C. court. That's with Judge Chutkan. And then he gets moved up here. What is that? An appeals court. Jack Smith is supposed to put up there, but instead Jack Smith tries to leapfrog that appeals court up here to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court says, no, Jack, you dummy. You have to go back to the appeals court. Why? Because Jack Smith is guilty of being an imbecile and a party hack. And here we are at CNN with Donald Trump urges federal appeals court to, now that he's in the appeals court, remember he got sent back down, grant him immunity from criminal prosecution. CBS News, Trump's lawyers ask appeals court to rule on immunity in late night filing. And then here's Yahoo News. Be careful what you wish for. Experts warn Trump's immunity filing could backfire. It will not backfire because if it goes up to the, no matter how the appeals court weighs on it, it's going to delay. That's a huge win for Trump.
Trump's lawyers had argued Smith failed to offer a compelling reason for the high court to step in.
In this case, delay is a win.
Win for Trump, guys. Take the victory lap. Be happy. Don't get all glum and go, I don't know who to believe and nothing's going to happen. No, take the win. Your enemy is telling you this is a win for Trump.
The decision coming just hours after the Detroit News reported then President Trump pressured two Michigan Republican elections canvassers not to certify the election results in Wayne County.
Okay, so this is a new opening in Michigan where a new leaked phone call with Trump and Ronna McDaniel were pressuring these electors in Michigan. What happened to the electors in Michigan? Guess who killed them?
The Detroit News citing a recording of a phone call involving Trump, RNC Chair Ronna McDaniel, and county canvassers Monica Palmer and William Hartman, who has since died.
Yeah, they've since died, and we have no idea who could have done such a thing.
NBC News has not heard or verified the recording. The newspaper quoting Trump as saying, "We can't let these people take our country away from us." And McDaniel is saying, "If you can go home tonight, do not sign it. We will get you attorneys."
So I'll tell you how this actually helps Trump. They think this is some big, ooh, guilty, we got him now. No, it proves Trump still believed back then he was not lying when he said he believed he won the election. That's it. This is totally a huge win for Trump. And this is proof that he believed it. Because remember, they have to prove that he insidiously and falsely and fraudulently believed that he did not actually win and tried to deceive all these people. That's not what he did. He was a true believer.
The Trump campaign not disputing the recording, telling NBC News Trump's actions were part of his duty, quote, to take care of the laws and ensure election integrity. McDaniel telling the Detroit News, quote, there was ample evidence that warranted an audit.
That's where she was back then, that she believed that we should have had an audit. But then I think Uncle Romney got in her head.
Michigan's Secretary of State saying the recording doesn't surprise her.
He was trying to pressure these local, appointed officials.
It's Jacqueline Benson, the Democrat Stepford wife, who was bashed repeatedly for being in the back pocket of liberal billionaire George Soros. George Soros funded a bunch of secretaries of state. Jocelyn Benson bought and sold
to subvert their own duty, their legal duty under the law.
Trump is facing 4 criminal prosecutions heading into the 2024 election, and the Michigan recording could haunt him.
Nah, it ain't gonna haunt him. It's gonna help him. He stays up at night smiling. Thanks for all the persecution, guys. I'm gonna win, win, win.
It is incredibly damning evidence. This evidence may find its way into the Georgia case or one of these federal cases.
Yeah, all of these cases, by the way, Trump could indeed win. And even if he loses, it goes to the Supreme Court where he wins.
Now, the question of presidential immunity will end up before the Supreme Court, but it will take the traditional route going through the D.C. appeals court first. And even that's been fast-tracked. The judges will hear arguments early next month.
Fast-tracked, but not fast enough for Jack Smith, not fast enough for them to prosecute Trump before the election. Trump is going to win this one, whether if he loses and it goes to the Supreme Court or it goes to the Supreme Court and he wins.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Coming from our friend Doug and X. So definitely going to be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below for those of you who want to go over there and check that out. And also for you guys to go over there and show Doug some love. Yo, sounds like a win-win here in this scenario for Trump. Jack Smith ultimately getting shut down by the Supreme Court. We all seen this coming. This is no surprise to anyone. You cannot just leapfrog over court system. These are all in place for a reason. There is due process. You have to follow the proper process in the legal system. Jack Smith feels like he's above the law, along with a lot of these district attorneys, rogue district attorneys like Fani Willis, Letitia James. All these people feel like they're above the law. This is why all these rogue figures feel so comfortable weaponizing the legal system against Trump. It just really saddens my heart to see, where America's legal system or justice system is going to, or what it's being used for. Our resources are not supposed to be misused in these reasons or used in, political purposes in order to jail political opponents. But yet we're seeing it time and time again, weaponized against Trump. They're blatantly persecuting this man on stand for everyone to see, just because he, was running for 2024. The persecution of this man, Donald Trump, would not be happening if he was not trying to get his name on that 2024 ballot. Ever since he has announced his, he's going to be running, there has been, legal case after legal case. They're, taking so much action after this man. We've seen how they will boast up and try to make you look better if you are put up by the establishment. Establishment-backed candidates like Nikki Haley never go through these types of troubles that you see Trump being put through. They're not going to put her through the same problem. They're trying to, put her up on this platform, make her look good. And then we got the obvious Bidens being backed by the deep state. This treatment that Trump's getting, or we're seeing him get, would not be reciprocated amongst other candidates. It's only because Trump, stands for the people. He said this time and time again. They're not actually after Trump, but they're after us. And he's just standing in the way. Got to apply, his efforts. He will not back down. He will not cower to the establishment, any of these corrupt figures. He's standing up for the people. And that's why he has gotten, this tremendous outpour of support. Jack Smith sounds like he's embarking on a very dangerous path. By Jack Smith exposing his hand to the Supreme Court, this might lead to, further trouble for Jack Smith. Maybe this be investigation, which is what I'm ultimately hoping for. Investigation on the removal of Jack Smith, and may be coming here soon, guys. Definitely hop in that comment section, guys, and let me know your thoughts. Jack Smith just showed his political interest in this case by trying to skip over courts and rush this process. He's trying to get, Trump on trial before election day, and it does not seem like that is what's going to happen, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. Also, make sure you guys smash that like button, guys. It does not cost a thing. hit that like button for your boy, and also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next one. We go.